Welcome to the Brook Railroad. 7 1/4 inch gauge railroad in Vermont. We run this thing year round. Today, we have to clear the main line of snow. It wasn't a very deep snowstorm, but well, deep enough that I won't be able to get traction unless I plow the track. So we're going to do that right now. She got a little sideways. I got a kind of a wide spot over there on the track too, by the feels of it. I was just working on that too. Looks like I got to put in some more gauge bars. I got to replace all those ties, don't I? Well, that's hardly portrait mode, but okay. You know, the experts say put some drama in your videos. Not sure this would be considered drama. It's just part of railroading. Doesn't matter what the track gauge is, wintertime railroading sucks. Oops. Well, every single snow plowing video I do, I get a lot of helpful suggestions. And I guess I'm going to address the 3 most common suggestions I get. Now, I know you guys are trying to be helpful, but there's 3 things that you probably won't see here on the Millbrook Railroad. Well, 2 definitely. 1, maybe. The first, maybe, rotary snowplow. They're a lot of work to maintain, and I've had a hard enough time maintaining things here as it is. So I'm not in a hurry to make a rotary snowplow. They're a lot of work anyway. The other thing, weight, more weight on the snowplow. The actual problem is not so much weight, it's where it's being pushed from. Let me explain. So, a long time ago, some really smart people at the Russell Snowplow Company figured out that the best way to push a snowplow is not to push it at all, it's to pull it. And so they came up with a way to change the physics of their snowplows. They put a drawbar from the rear coupler back here all the way through to the front axle. And so effectively that drawbar, which is only connected to the front axle, by the way, or the front bolster, and had some swing on it, effectively that made it pushing, but you're pulling it. When you're pushing from the back, you're pulling from the front. At least that's the way the plow feels when you do it that way. This plow was not made like that. That's why it derails a lot more often than a lot of other plows with this actual design, the full-size ones would do. So that's one problem with this. Extra weight makes it harder to put back on the track too. It doesn't make it come off the track any less. I've tried it. I used to have cement blocks in here, and it didn't come off the rail any less. It just made it harder to put it back on. So extra weight isn't really going to help me here. I get a lot of suggestions about the blade here, putting heat on the blade. It takes a lot of energy to melt snow into water and then evaporate it. And if you're only melting snow into water and you're pushing more snow onto it, eventually you just create ice. That's kind of how ice cream is made. You churn your ice cream liquid hot mixture in amongst a bunch of ice, and it eventually freezes. Well, it's kind of the same thing when you're constantly melting the snow here, because that's what a rock salt does in an ice cream maker. It melts the ice, and then you add more ice, and essentially it drops the temperature of the water to below freezing, and then you end up with overwhelming the plow, any heater you have on the plow, and it just gets caked up with ice. Ice is not a good thing on the railroad. It's definitely not a good thing, but it shows you guys are thinking. The other thing, putting some kind of grease or anti-slip stuff on the plow, that might work. I'm just reluctant to do it, that's all. I need to rebuild this plow anyway, and the more I put on it to make it slippery, the harder it's going to be for me to clean up and rebuild. One of the things I want to do with this plow is put a drawbar from the rear coupler pocket up to the front bolster, and basically make it run like the plow that it looks like. It looks like a Russell Plow Company plow. With the exception of the trucks. The trucks they're actually not the right trucks underneath this plow. It actually needs smaller wheels, but That's also a thing that we'd address in any rebuild, is the size of the wheels. So those are the three things. So if you have been following along, you'll notice I can't count because that was 4 things. But anyway, those are the things that I get suggested a lot. Just want to address that. You can go ahead and ask it again, suggest it again. That's fine. It just shows you thinking. Yeah, that's a good thing. You've got to encourage that. So anyway, back to plowing. We've got a problem on the track, I think. Oh, I see what it is. It's that joint that I keep putting off fixing. Okay. Alright, there we go. Now I get to sweep out all the switches. One of these days I'll fix the siding. Well, I guess we'll attribute that one to overspeed. I was kind of going too fast. Guess I gotta put it back on now. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button. And watch a few more videos from this channel and then hit the subscribe button if you like what you see. That gives more meaning to the subscribe button. And if you want to help us make more videos like this and like the other videos we have on this channel, you can always join us over on Patreon. Patreon.com/Millbrook Railroad. Well, it's cold out. I'm going to plug the engine in, park it in the engine house, and go get some lunch. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day.